to Washington? Moving to Washington. Moving to Washington.
Bruh.
Moving to Washington in the wintertime? Here are 3 things that you need to know. Hello everybody, welcome back to Suburbs of Seattle, or welcome to Suburbs of Seattle. If you are new here, my name is Andre and I'm a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Washington, covering you for all of your real estate needs. So while you are here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the latest videos that I'll be putting out. And also, my number is down below. Call or text me anytime if you need any help regarding real estate.
Call me.
It's funny when people say, if you need any help. Andre, hello? My car is stuck on I-5. You said if I need any help. Now, let's talk about those 3 things that you need to know. Number 1, let's talk about the weather. Okay, I know we are known as the Great Pacific Northwest, but it doesn't snow here as much as you might think it snows. Typically, I've been in Washington for actually more than 8 years, but I've been in the Seattle area for about 8 years. And typically we get about 4 to 6 inches of snow, maybe 1 week out of the year. Sometimes 2 if we're lucky. But realistically, about 1 week, 4 to 6 inches, is the time where everybody freaks out, stays at home. You know, here in Washington, the moment there's a little bit of snow, just a little dusting, schools are shutting down, it's Armageddon or whatever you want to say it, right? The end of the world.
We're all gonna die.
Nobody knows how to drive during that time of the year. So it's actually pretty safe if you stay home or if you work from home, because we do have quite a bit of accidents and people that you see, you know, going off into the side of the road and whatnot. Because when it does get cold, boy, it gets cold and icy. Ice is a whole different factor because throughout the winter, yeah, we get snow that 1 week, but we do get freezing temperatures all throughout the winter months. Well, mainly throughout December and part of November. But even right now, we're kind of in the mid-30s in the mornings. So you gotta be careful when you're heading out to work, right? Make sure you have a good set of tires and be prepared to possibly encounter some ice. Now, besides that 1 week that it snows here, we do have snow, obviously, up in the mountains. We have a ton of fun activities. That's the other second thing that you need to know. We have a lot of fun activities here during the winter time, primarily based around the resorts that we have. So you have Crystal Mountain Resort, where you can do skiing, snowboarding, right? People go up there all the time just to spend a good weekend enjoying the winter activities. You have Snoqualmie Pass. It's also skiing, snowboarding, sledding. I personally go up to Snoqualmie Pass with the kids. There's a little sledding section over there that all the people go to as well with their kids and families and whatnot. So there's a hill over there designated specifically for sledding, and obviously a whole separate section, the main part of the mountain on Snoqualmie Pass, is dedicated to skiing and snowboarding. So there's a ton of skiing, snowboarding happening all around here. And the snow in the mountains, that goes through December, January, and even February. When does the season end? Really all throughout the year, but
It never ends.
and the snow in the mountains typically stays for a few months. So if you really want to get some more activities in, you can always head up to Snoqualmie Pass. It's a 30-40 minute drive here if you're in King County, and you can have all the fun that Snoqualmie Pass offers. But if you're here in the city and you're looking to have some winter fun, some holiday fun, right? Bellevue is a hot spot for winter activities. You have the ice rink that they set up in Bellevue Park, but it's a massive tent that they set up around this ice rink. Last year, you had to book tickets ahead of time and schedule your slot. But if you are looking to have some fun and go ice skating, you want to schedule things in ahead of time. And you also have the Bellevue Collection, which is basically a collection of a bunch of stores, pretty much our mall over here. And one nice thing is, when you go into the mall, there's little balconies actually that you can overlook into Snowflake Lane. Snowflake Lane is the once-in-a-year event that happens here in Bellevue, and it's a massive winter parade, really. You have your Santa Clauses coming through on sleds, you have music, you have dancing, you see a bunch of elves and fairies and all of this other stuff, and people gather along the main street. It's totally blocked off. There's policemen always standing, directing traffic. Hundreds, I think maybe maybe even 1,000 people. I mean, there's people everywhere during that time of the year. And they have the parade happening, I think it's for about a week every night that they do it. So it's really cool. If you can't make it there one day, there's always the next day. So don't worry about it. It's not like it happens one specific day out of the year. Another fun thing for you to do is visit the Paramount Theater here in Seattle. Tons of events happening over there. An indoor event, of course. What am I trying? Slap me in the face, somebody. Another fun thing that you can do is visit the Paramount Theater. There's tons of shows and events that happen here during the winter time. Now, to finish off the video, let's talk a little bit about real estate and what real estate is doing here in Washington State during the winter time. Right now, I want to review with you what has happened from October of last year to October of this year, and what the projection, I believe, is throughout the next month and a half. So inventory levels are up 97.4%. That's down just a little bit from the month of September, right? But primarily it's down just because less people are listing their homes during the holidays. Closed sales are down 39.4%. Last month, I believe they were at 24% down. Now they're down 39.4%. It's interesting, right? It's just the basics of supply and demand. You have inventory levels up 97%, sales, closed sales down almost 40%. And I believe that trend will continue throughout the rest of November and December. We'll see how the spring market works out. Historically, our spring market always pops off and it's a seller's market, but I don't believe that will be the case in spring of 2023. Another fun fact is days on market is up almost 100% as well, sitting right about 93.8% actually. The average days on market for a house last year in October was 16. Right now it's 31 days on market. So we're seeing this huge shift that started happening right around April and May with the rising interest rates. And I know the mortgage rates did fall actually this week just by a tad bit, but I do believe that we're gonna be seeing 6-7% mortgage rates all throughout next year as well. So that's the scoop for today, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Again, if you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest videos I'll be putting out. And also, my number is down below. If you're looking to buy or sell a home here in Washington State, I would be honored to help you out. See you in the next video.